I've spent a long time looking for the place where something in me finally settles and stays still. I've searched in quiet rooms and open space, in mountains and in silence and in will. I've tried religion and I've tried the road. I've tried the kind of solitude that's supposed to heal, and nothing took away the restless load. Nothing made the searching feel less real, until the day I stopped beside you without reason. Felt something inside me slow its pace, like a traveler who had wandered every season, and suddenly recognized a face. My soul lives in you, not a visitor, not passing through. It unpacked everything and settled into truth, the way it never found a place to in all that I knew. My soul lives in you, in the warmth behind your eyes when you are still, in the way you hold the space between us full, in the quiet and the gravity and the fill. My soul lives in you, and it knows it in the way that knowing goes beyond the mind, in the marrow and the breathing and the through, the deepest kind of home a soul can find. There is something that I carry when you're near, a settled and a grounded kind of weight, not the heaviness of burden or of fear, but the weight of something finally in its state, like a word that finds a sentence it belongs to, like a note that finds a chord it completes. There's a rightness in the way my soul responds to the particular and irreplaceable you it needs, until the day I stopped beside you without reason, and felt something inside me slow its pace, like a traveler who had wandered every season, and suddenly recognized the face. My soul lives in you, not a visitor, not passing through. It unpacked everything and settled into truth, the way it never found a place to in all that I knew. My soul lives in you, in the warmth behind your eyes when you are still, in the way you hold the space between us full, in the quiet and the gravity and the fill. My soul lives in you, and it knows it in the way that knowing goes beyond the mind, in the marrow and the breathing and the through, the deepest kind of home a soul can find. I don't know what a soul is made of exactly, whether it has weight or color or a sound. I only know that mine responds most accurately to everything about you that I found, to the way you laugh at something no one else would, to the way you carry sadness without letting it define, to the particular and unmistakable and understood way you make the ordinary feel divine. My soul lives in you, not because it has no life of its own, but because the life it has is truest and most true, when it isn't wandering the world alone. My soul lives in you, in the breathing space between your words and mine, in the silence that we share without the needing to, in the everything that makes our two lives right. My soul lives in you, and wherever you go it will follow without asking, because home is not a place that you choose or pursue, it's the person you find at the and you. Before you came, I had the shape of living, the structure and the schedule and the plan. I had the taking and a little of the giving, but something in the center had no land. I moved through days that looked complete from outside, with all the right components in their place, but something in the architecture didn't coincide. A life well built but missing its own face. Couldn't name the absence or explain it, couldn't point to what was hollow or what lacked. I just knew that something essential wasn't in it, a meaning that the living hadn't cracked. You're my everything in life, not a phrase I say because it sounds like love, but because before you everything was outlined, and you became the color and the substance of. My everything in life, the answer to the question I had stopped asking, the reason that the ordinary feels alive, the meaning underneath the daily tasking. You're my everything in life, and everything now means what it couldn't mean before, because everything is fuller and is different when you know what everything is for. I look at simple things now with new eyes, a meal, a walk, a window in the rain, and find that everything around me testifies to what it means to live and not just sustain. You didn't hand me meaning like a gift wrapped, you simply lived beside me until meaning came, until the life I had was suddenly unwrapped, and nothing in it looked or felt the same. And I couldn't name the absence or explain it, couldn't point to what was hollow or what lacked. I just knew that something essential wasn't in it, a meaning that the living hadn't cracked. You're my everything in life, not a phrase I say because it sounds like love, but because before you everything was outlined, and you became the color and the substance of. You're my everything in life, the answer to the question I had stopped asking, the reason that the ordinary feels alive, the meaning underneath the daily tasking. You're my everything in life, and everything now means what it couldn't mean before, because everything is fuller and is different when you know what everything is for. There are philosophers who spend their whole life searching for the reason and the purpose and the why, who climb the highest questions without reaching, who ask and ask until the asking runs them dry. I found my answer not in any book or mountain, not in silence or in seeking or in pain. I found it in the ordinary and the certain, in your face, across the table, in the rain. You're my everything in life, the meaning and the morning and the ground, the reason that the noise of living has a center, the place where all my searching finally found. You're my everything in life, not a word I throw at what I cannot name, but the truest and the most complete of all my sentences, the one that means exactly what I claim. You're my everything in life, and life is everything because of you, and I will spend whatever time this life is giving me discovering what everything means when shared with you. You're my everything in life. I thought that love arrived and then stayed still, that it found its level and remained right there, that the feeling had a ceiling and a fill, a point where it stopped growing and stayed fair. But I've been watching something happen slowly, in the margins of the Monday and the rain, in the quiet and the ordinary and the lowly. Love has been expanding its terrain. It isn't fireworks and it isn't revelation. It doesn't come announced or dressed in light. It's closer to a river than a sudden declaration, deepening and widening out of sight. I love you more each day, not in leaps, not in grand and sweeping gestures, but in the slow and almost imperceptible way that water shapes the stone without the pressure. I love you more each day, in the noticing of things I hadn't seen before, in the layers you keep quietly giving away, in the you beneath the you I found a door. I love you more each day, and I know because I feel it already growing deeper than it was just yesterday, softer and more certain in its knowing. I learn a new detail about you every morning, the way you hold your coffee when you're thinking deep, the sound you make that comes without a warning, when something moves you somewhere in your sleep. And every small discovery adds something, another room I didn't know was there, another corridor of you worth touching, another reason to handle this with care. It isn't fireworks and it isn't revelation. It doesn't come announced or dressed in light. It's closer to a river than a sudden declaration, deepening and widening out of sight. I love you more each day, not in leaps, not in grand and sweeping gestures, but in the slow and almost imperceptible way that water shapes the stone without the pressure. I love you more each day, in the noticing of things I hadn't seen before, in the layers you keep quietly giving away, in the you beneath the you I found a door. I love you more each day, and I know because I feel it already growing deeper than it was just yesterday, softer and more certain in its knowing. I used to think that passion was the measure, that intensity was proof of something real, but I found a quieter and more enduring treasure in the love that just keeps growing how I feel. Not the burning that exhausts itself by winter, but the ember that stays warm beneath the snow, the kind that doesn't splinter and doesn't blister, the kind that simply chooses not to go. I love you more each day, through the seasons and the changes and the years, through the versions of ourselves that fade away and the new ones that appear. I love you more each day, and on the last day I am given on this earth, I'll look at you and quietly say that loving you a little more each day was always, without question, the thing most worth. Every ordinary, extraordinary